What is up, guys? It's Copes here, and today I'm back with a Fortnite video. In today's Fortnite video, we got the top 10 best underrated pickaxes in Fortnite. Now, this is totally my opinion. If you hate these pickaxes, it's all good, but you cannot deny that these ones are underrated. I want everyone to leave a comment telling me what you think is the best underrated pickaxe in the comments section. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Let's get into this video. At my number 10 spot, I had to give it to the dragon axe, and I love how you have two little miniature dragon heads holding the ends of your pickaxe. This one looks so clean inside of the game. I personally don't have this one, but if it ever comes back, I will buy it, especially when I have the V-Bucks too, but right now I don't. But the color red really makes this one stand out. Unlike some of these other ones that don't have as much color, I still think this design is super clean, and with the added addition of the color makes it look so much better as well. And I love how there's miniature dragons on here holding it together with their fucking teeth. It's pretty badass. At my number 9 spot, I had to give it to Excalibur, and this is one you may have, but you probably don't use very often anymore. Unless you're like randomizing your pickaxes, you probably never use this one. But this is my favorite from season 2 easily. I like it more than the AC/DC. Don't get me wrong, the AC/DC is very unique and creative, but for the Excalibur, it's just way too clean not to put on this list, especially when not many people use it. I really want to see more gameplay of this, and I will be using it for more gameplay, so if you guys care to watch that, maybe it'll be in the back of the video. I don't know if I'm going to use this one specifically, but do you guys agree with this choice? Do you use this? If you have like season 3 or season 4, you'll probably use one of those pickaxes. Go back to season 2 if you ever played that. Get this pickaxe and put it on. I promise you will not be disappointed. At my number 8 spot, for a really different kind of pickaxe on this list, probably the most creative if I had to give it to any pickaxe on this list, I'm trying to look through and see. I would definitely say this is the most creative. I would say at my number 8 spot, the global axe is one of the most underrated pickaxe. It's huge. This thing is absolutely humongous. But if you didn't know, the planets revolve, or even the sun revolves around the earth, which, as you guys probably know, happens in real life, in reality. If you guys didn't know that, well, you should probably go back to like the 2nd grade, buddy. But I really do love this pickaxe. Like, it's so unique and creative. It does get in the way a little bit, but I don't care too much because at least it doesn't make so much noise like the AC/DC used to. I actually used that recently in the game, and it doesn't make as much noise as it used to. It barely makes any as of right now, but the global axe is definitely one I recommend getting. If it was between the Bright Gunner or the Global Axe, that's when it came out, I would definitely suggest getting the Global Axe. Even though the Bright Gunner comes with the Bright Bag, I think this pickaxe will be one of the most creative for the time being. Like, I don't know when they're going to come out with a more creative pickaxe. I don't think they ever will. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just trying to scroll through. Yeah, nothing does this. There's never been a pickaxe that's literally rotating. It's pretty badass. At my number 7 spot, I had to give it to the Pink Flamingo. I really like this pickaxe a lot, and whenever it's in the shop and I can't buy it, I'm like, fuck, this is another week where I can't buy this pickaxe. But the next time it comes in the shop where I have a surplus of V-Bucks, I'm definitely going to buy this one. I think this one's very underrated, and it goes with a lot of different skins. I remember people hating on this pickaxe so much, and I really don't understand why. There's a hose wrapped around the flamingo's neck, and I really like that design. I think it's pretty funny. But all in all, it does stand out in game. I really do like this pickaxe. At my number 6 pickaxe, I had to give it to the Bite Mark. This one I don't see very often, and it's kind of odd I don't see the Bite Mark or the Global Axe too often, even though they're both new. I feel like people really don't like the design too much. At first, I thought the Bite Mark was a little bit plain. I feel like they could have done something else to the handle on the axe, made it a different color, maybe even yellow. But they haven't really done that with too many other pickaxes. So I understand why they didn't do that with this one. Maybe it would look a little bit too odd. But I really like how this, like, I don't know what kind of dinosaur this is. Is it a T-Rex? whatever, I'm gonna call it just dinosaur. I love how this dinosaur mouth opens and you can see his eyes like shoot to the back of his head as you swing this forward using his head to mine materials in Fortnite. At my number 5 spot, I had to give it to the Plunger. I think this one is underrated, but I know there's a ton of ninja fans out there, and that's what this is based on. It's based on ninja. So I think this one's probably used a bit more than some of these other pickaxes just because of ninja, and that's why it's at the number 5 spot instead of higher up on this list. But I still don't think enough people respect this pickaxe. This is one of my favorites. If you're looking for a clean pickaxe, I would say this is probably the second best in the game. I love taking it out and mining materials. Like, I'm addicted to doing that if I use this pickaxe. I honestly am at like 999 wood and I'll still be mining. I'll still be mining trees. It's just ridiculous at some point. At my number 4 spot for a pickaxe that I didn't really like in the beginning too much, I still think it's a pretty simple design, but it's just a tiny ass pickaxe that isn't really in the way. I really like using really small pickaxes for some reason. They've always attracted me. I don't know why exactly, but we have the Axeroni. In this one, its colors are pretty ugly. I'll give you that. I think they could have done something a little bit different. They could have put like tomato sauce on it or cheese. I think that is cheese, the yellow stuff, but have it look a bit different. That's my only real problem with this one. It's just a little bit plain, but I still do like the pickaxe. If you do like small pickaxes, I would say this is definitely a good option for you. If you like it, leave a comment telling me. I want to see how many people like this one. Do you guys like Axeroni? If you do, comment, yes, I love Axeroni, or if you don't, just comment, nah, I hate this one. But at our number 3 spot, I had to give it to the Cliffhanger. I think this is the cleanest pickaxe in the game. This is my personal favorite. It's very underrated and I don't see many people using it, even though it's in the shop quite often. So I'm assuming people are buying it, they're just not using it. Because if they keep putting it in the shop, I'm assuming that it gets a decent amount of sales. If that makes any sense, just like the Bright Bomber. They keep putting that in the shop because they know people like it. They know it sells. So I think that's why they do it with the Cliffhanger. Maybe more people buy it than I've seen, but I really never see anyone using this except for like Avery. You guys know who that is? That's where I first saw this pickaxe. I'm like, wow, that looks so nice. But this definitely is super tiny, but it's the cleanest and kind of an edgy pickaxe if I had to put a word on it. But let's move on to our number 2 spot, which I had to give to one of my favorite pickaxes in this game. I would say probably in top 5 overall, but the Toothpick. I don't think you can get this one currently, so I'm kind of glad about that. Well, let me think. No, I think this has been in the shop, but it did come out during the Christmas event, when all the Christmas skins were coming out. So I think you can still get this one. I think I've seen it in the shop maybe like a week ago. But the Toothpick is a huge pickaxe, so it really depends. Like, sometimes I like the smaller ones, sometimes I like the bigger ones. I guess it just depends on their look. But if you guys want to use this one, it's like ridiculously huge. Same with the Global Axe. I think this one may even be bigger. I really do like the tooth in this design. I don't know exactly what kind of tooth this is, like a whale tooth, maybe a woolly mammoth tooth. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. I don't think woolly mammoth had this kind of teeth. I don't know exactly. But regardless, guys, it is a badass pickaxe. I would definitely recommend it. At my number 1 spot, I had to give it to the Pot O' Gold for my favorite pickaxe in this game. It's pretty close to the Cliffhanger. Honestly, I said the Cliffhanger was my favorite, but I can't decide because they're two very different ones. This one's super colorful. The Cliffhanger, it's not that. It's just super clean. But this has a pot of gold hanging off of it, basically in midair, and then there's a rainbow going across the 3-leaf clover. They should have done a 4-leaf for sure, but that kind of would have looked odd, I'm assuming. But I really do like this design. It's so odd and zany and colorful. I really recommend getting this one. It is epic now. It used to be rare. I don't know exactly when they switched it to epic. I think during season 4, right when it was released, this turned into an epic pickaxe. So it's gonna cost a little bit more for you to get, but trust me, I think it's worth it. I think There aren't too many people out there who like this one. Whenever I talk positively about this, everyone is like, fuck you, you're a dumb shit, I hate you, you should die. But to me, it's a great pickaxe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Remember guys, take it easy today. Take a day off. Have a good one guys. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.